Hello everybody, vanburman here, and welcome to some more Kickstarter Doubious projects. I have with me
Adam of Cold Steel Games. Hello everyone, this is Adam of, again, Cold Steel Games, and welcome to Kickstarter Horrors. Today I am also taking a look at Residuum Factor Neo Genesis by, I do not know how to pronounce that.
Aluafemi Shinobert.
Yes, alright.
It.
Yes. I've read through, I have not read through, and I've not watched the video. It's basically another one of those, I haven't actually covered the game. Basically, go back and watch Mr. William Van Burman Sir's last video on this game, a game like no other, Oceania. It's a lot like that, and the fact it wants a stupid amount of money with a very little amount of you don't get anything for the amount of money that you actually want. Basically, we've read through this, and you don't even get a copy of the game if you bid the highest amount of money. So, the fuck?
You've spoilt it now.
Oh, don't worry. We can get into it in more detail. This is a live one where we basically, we both got the idea off Ace O'Leary, whether we want to admit it or not. We're just going through shit Kickstarters, really.
Ace O'Leary?
Yes.
Who does that?
Mr. Ace O'Leary.
Okay. Anyway, I need to update my YouTuber knowledge, obviously. Okay.
Yes.
So, from this we can see it's been up for 5 days, and they're looking for a very modest goal of £50,000.
$50,000!
Pounds! Which is like $80,000.
80,000, no, £50,000.
Yeah.
Which, just to put it into perspective, £50,000 could buy, I don't know, a small luxury car, something like that. The world's most powerful computer.
You must have a pretty nice Jaguar with that.
Yeah, a pretty nice Jaguar. You could buy every current game on PS4 and Xbox One several times over. You could buy all the next-gen consoles, new monitors, Oculus Rift, everything. You could buy 10 Super Tricodes. I don't know.
Only 10, because they're that expensive.
Yes, they are that expensive. I have one, and I barely use it because I don't want it to get damaged. That's how much it costs.
Right. Well, seeing as we don't know much about this project, apart from the fact it's dubious, I guess we should have a look at the amazing video that's on offer. Look at this beautiful graphic here.
If you go through the video, I'll go through what it says I'll go through the writing. Go through the video.
Okay, that's fine.
All right then. Okay.
Let's do that then.
Uh-huh.
Inner Sanctum Games presents.
Dun, dun, dun. Graphics on a screen that could be easily done in Movie Maker.
It was
the year 2002.
20, you fool. 2022.
It was the year 2000 and holy shit! I've just realised. We'll do the backing things at the end. I think. Man, this guy has got a lot of ambition. How's the video so far, Mr. William Van Burman, sir?
The Residuum Factor Neo Genesis.
Dan, dan, dan.
Yeah,
So the tagline apparently is Residuum Factor Neo Genesis examines the life after the final cataclysm, an event that changed the fate of humanity forever.
It's also part 1 of the Residuum Factor saga, so we've got even more of this to endure.
It's totally gonna be made.
From what I gather, there's going to be 2 characters.
Jim and Dave.
Which are apparently based on real people.
Yes, the adventures of Mr. Jim and Sir Dave.
Anyway, this is all pretty much the same thing. He's got no gameplay to show us other than a graphic of the world spinning around and some flashy lights, effectively. He set out here what he wants to do, which I guess I'll just read out. Create a compelling and rich science fiction saga that will offer an engaging story, deep combat system, and enjoyable gameplay mechanics. Yes. Not said what any of these things are, just outlined that this is what it would be. And of course, none of these words actually mean anything. What do you mean by engaging? What do you mean by deep combat system? Is it underwater combat system? I mean, Who knows? Enjoyable gameplay mechanics, that's very subjective, of course.
Indeed, yeah.
And high replayability.
See, the thing
is...
is...
if you've got two characters, then there is some replayability in them.
I'm looking on this page, and I can see his logo. I see some, I see some pictures that I assume were actors. Like, I see Carl Warton and Liza Davies. Okay, here we go. I know we'll go over what our pledges mean in a few minutes. It actually has like a thing. So I'm going to read here. So I'm going to read to you. You can all follow along at home. The About Inner Sanctum Games Limited. So it's not even about the game. It's about the company. Surely, look, you have the website that linked there. Why can't you just have that on the page instead of having to? Anyway. Do you want to hear a dramatic reading of what the company is about, Will?
Can I say no?
You can, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Inner Sanctum Games Limited is a start-up independent game studio based in Liverpool of the United Kingdom. That's where we live. The studio was founded by Mr. O'Shaughnessy in June 2003 and registered a limited company. What?
2013.
What did I say?
2003.
I have a bad habit.
You're not really getting the decades here, are you? You just
I'm too tired for numbers. In a limited company as of December 2013. Our aim was to create a studio consisting of individuals. Oh my God, no! They've hired that. Who have they hired? Introvert gaming genius to work in their studios. Dear God. Well, they've hired him. Anyways, that are of interesting and passionate about video games. Passionate about the video game and entertainment industries. So they're passionate about one game, and it's probably not this one. Okay. And are dedicated to creating titles that are engaging, compelling, and offer gamers around the world a memorable and enjoyable experience. Our first ever concept was Project Elah, okay, which was scheduled to be a story-driven crime scene investigation game with role-playing elements that were linked to a competence score. That sounds a lot more interesting than this shit.
It says scheduled to be, which means it probably never even existed.
Oh. But even the idea of a CSI type game, of a CSI RPG, sounds way better than this. What is this?
If you're into that sort of thing. But yeah, we literally know nothing about this game.
No, we don't.
The video has said literally nothing. Apart from the fact it's science fiction. There's two characters.
Much like the introvert gaming genius, this it's lots of texts of nothing. It's technicolor bullshit. But let's keep going. Let's read on, shall we?
I was going to just quickly mention one of the points is that it's become a limited company as of December, and then they've stuck up the project in January. I mean, it does seem a little bit fishy that they would make it a limited company then,
and
then ask for funding.
If they were a company, surely they could reach out to private investors with their brilliant idea. But I believe that in the same way...
The only problem is that the idea of Kickstarter is you get the funding without having to give away any of the rights to your content, which is one of the things.
I fully understand that, but the fact is, we don't know anything about this game. You've watched the video, and I'm reading through the thing on the main page. Anyways, a competence score... Wait. They're still talking about the game that was never made.
Yeah.
Oh. A competence score denotes how well a gamer is able to solve cases without the need for obvious clues. Project Elah was gradually developed on a part-time basis. Some of you might have come across earlier concepts depicting a few more important characters. Agent Harrison is Carl Warton. For more information on Carl Warton, please visit this website that no one will go to.
Do you think they've actually spoke to this person, or they're just deciding that's who they want to use, and he has literally no idea that he's involved?
No idea he's involved. In fact, I am fully of the belief that they've literally gone onto Google Images, typed in detective, and found someone. They've cross-referenced where the image is from, and they've just sort of stuck his name in there for maybe street cred. I have literally no idea. As development continued, we suddenly had a strong calling, one that took us by surprise and pointed us in a direction we least expected. Our calling towards the heavens was, drum roll please, I don't have a drum set near me, but you get the idea, Residuum Factor, thank you, Residuum Factor Genesis, Neo Genesis, yay! And below it says it's a logo. And now, halfway down the page, we finally get information about the game. Ah, dear God. The Residuum Factor saga looks at the fate of humanity after the final cataclysm. An event that shook the planet and rewrote history and mankind forever.
Surely if it's the final cataclysm, that means that everything is gone.
Yeah, that's it. There are no heroes or villains. That's it. Humanity.
I suppose no.
Everyone is.
Because they have said later on down this is was there life afterwards, which I guess sort of is okay.
Then why
all right. They're not totally incompetent. Okay, we have to give them some credit.
Yeah, but thing is they've said the fate of humanity, right? That could be anything. An earthquake, a tsunami, one of my friends getting hungry and engulfing the earth. It could mean anything. But let's read on, shall we? Humanity was facing its worst nightmare, but the question is, was there life afterwards? Oh, so it's a game based on religion?
No. I mean, I think it's trying to be a sort of
tensions and
sci-fi detective after the event, what happened type game.
Right, but it doesn't tell us what they're basing this what happened off. It doesn't say based off X, based off Y. It just sort of jumps into it, expecting you to know when we don't know. Anyways, was it the final cataclysm, an event to be foretold or ignored, or was it the fate humanity unknowingly brought upon itself? Even as such an early stage in development, we already mapped out the course of what the series will be heading. Okay, that means literally nothing, but fine. We are extremely happy to share it with the rest of the world, as we believe Residuum Factor has a potential to be a compelling science fiction saga, one that will raise a lot of controversial questions about humanity and how much we know about ourselves. The idea sounds really good. It does, about questioning reality.
Would you really want these people to flesh out a story of that sort of complexity and how
but the thing is,
deep it would have to be?
I don't believe they can. They can't even explain what their fucking game is about. They're like, here, I think this is exactly what they're trying to do. Imagine an ocean that's as deep as a puddle. Is what it is. They're trying to be really, really intelligent, but they can't back it up with anything. It's like if I told you I am the Lord of Chocolate Biscuits, I could say that, and you might believe me, but then I might be sat in a room with rich teas, something less anything. Anyways, where were we? Ah yes, the first title in this series will be Residuum Factor Neo Genesis. Neo Genesis means new beginning. Oh god, it's one of those prequel before games. And we will be seen from the perspective of... Can you read that for me? Moira? Is it Moira?
Yeah, Moira.
A young lady who is offered a fresh start. This just sounds like an anime, okay? Make this into a 13-episode anime. A new beginning with a dark past. Her adventure will lead her to meet many interesting characters along her journey.
I'm bored already.
I'm bored too!
Okay, so they want the title to be story-driven and character-driven. But we've got there's nothing to suggest that this Moira is worth investing in emotionally. Right. And then they want to have a platforming and action-adventure elements with a strong emphasis on a rewarding combat system.
Yep.
Right, okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip more of the technical bullshit, but just giving it a skim read, as you can see on the screen.
The
It's
thing is, there
just
is actually a video of what they've done so far.
yes, but there's no gameplay.
Oh no, there is gameplay.
There is gameplay.
I managed to find it earlier.
Play the gameplay.
I would do, but I can't find it now.
Okay, ignore the gameplay.
Actually, no. I'll see if I can get it.
Is it? Alright, and while you're doing that, I'm going to read this rather interesting thing. So it basically says, action, adventure, strong emphasis, rewarding combat system, good game, excels to excel in all areas. Okay. You know, balances, you know, X, Y, Z. Mr. O'Shaughnessy is working on a project on a full-time basis. I'm sure he is. Here we go. Here's the important part. Residuum Factor will use real people as a basis to create the main characters within the game so far. We already have a few UK-based actors signed up to the project and are excited to be part of the experience. Here are a few of them.
Like I said, I don't actually think these two even know that they're involved.
Nope. I too.
I would doubt that.
I too am fully of the belief that they...
See, now look, one of the things I don't understand is, you know, the idea is, because I've just read along a little bit, but the idea is, you know, you don't hire actors in order for them... You don't hire actors and then say, right, you're now who I...
Yeah.
Basically, what they've said is they want to use their likeness as a source for inspiration to create the characters. Normally, you make the game characters and then pick the people who best represent your character.
Exactly. It's like, right, I'll give you two examples right now. For example, LA Noire. You know, they had Aaron. What was his name? Aaron Young. I'm not sure who played Cole Phelps in LA Noire. But it almost seems like they want to do that. Or if they want to base the mannerisms and the personality, maybe even the voice of a couple of actors, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, right, they've got, who do we want our characters to look like? And they've Google searched, you know, or they've just gone through, I don't know, Want Ads or Craigslist to find people that might, you know, it just doesn't make sense. And even if they want to do motion capture technology like LA Noire did, which I kind of get the feeling they want to do, or at least capture their likeness in an interesting, realistic way, they don't have the monetary support to do this. Team Bondi went bankrupt before LA Noire even came out. And they want 50,000. Are they going to mocap these people? How are they going to afford this sort of thing? I am of the belief that they haven't even thought into this. They've sort of just gone, here are some people, here's loosely what our game is, give us money.
Yeah, I have found the video, by the way, for the gameplay.
Right, who else do they want?
Super awesome like that.
Yes, I fully believe that you are. So Carl Warrington, which no one has heard of, and Lizard Davies, which I assume are probably just Doctor Who extras or just dropouts in Big Brother or something. Here we go. As vanburman keeps the video rolling, your pledges. Here's what we are dedicated to.
Do you know what's really bad about this gameplay?
What?
They've recorded it with a camera phone.
They haven't.
Yeah, seriously.
They
Basically, all it is a really badly, really badly animated woman running around, knocking over crates and rolling barrels.
So it's basically a tech demo. They couldn't even afford direct capture. What the fuck?
The thing is, they're using the Havoc engine, and this must just be the absolute most basic thing you can build with it. Honestly, they showed you a screenshot of what they've been, or they showed you how they've devised the map, and literally the only thing you can see on there is basically where they've placed all of these barrels and crates.
So they're basically
they've got a really high tech computer as well. It's got like an i7 3.5 gigahertz, 8 gig of DDR3 RAM, and they're doing a stress test on what is probably, you know, very basic for the engine.
Well, based on my quick research on my phone, as you were giving that very interesting piece of information, I have discovered that the Havoc engine, as well as the CryEngine 3 and many others, are free to use.
In fairness, though, that bit did look pretty cool.
Meaning that if we're going to go on that basis, they've made the video, you know, with a free software, and they need the money. No, this is we'll get onto the need the money bit. Your pledges. I've already read that bit. We are dedicated to bring the Resident Facts universe to life, and your pledges will enable us to accomplish the following. Pay the actors for using their likeness as a source of inspiration to create the in-game characters. Again, does not make sense. Tools for concept art. Seeing as Mr. O'Shaughnessybear, we don't care about you. We'll be handling the concept art. A competent graphics tablet is vital to producing high-quality concept and character art.
So now he wants us to pay for his hardware.
Seriously, guys, a Wacom tablet ranging from £200 to £1,000 can suffice. I'm fairly sure Mr. O'Shaughnessybear can get that out of his pocket, considering my brother has one. Anyways, 3D modeling and animation software. Resident Factor is scheduled to be a 3D game, and to create 3D assets, we intend to use industry-leading 3D modeling and animation technologies. They're basically going to use Mudbox and then commercially license it. Anyways, as it stands, the studio is seeking a 3D modeler who has experience with creating science fiction and organic assets. We'll also be hiring a few other talents as well. Right, literally go onto DeviantArt and ask people, because just use Mudbox. You know, I'm fairly sure there are some people out there that know how to model, considering my friend does. Just Mudbox or, you know, any of those sort of modeling programs. Then you can just import it into, I assume it's going to be made, you said Havok physics engine. So it's going to be, you know, running on Havok. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people out there, for fairly low amounts of money, can model you and send you over some 3D models made in Mudbox and .tiff files or something.
I'm sorry, but I mean, all of this is quite frankly totally irrelevant. You're just going to scroll down and look at the demo. Look at their title for the demo. Their short-term goal is not only to post frequent development updates via our YouTube channel, which we will get onto in the rewards.
How many subscribers does it have?
But to also have a demo out by early 2015 for pledges. Yeah. So that's 1 year away for even any sort of demo. And as we'll see later on by the rewards, yeah.
But that's just the thing. That's just the thing. If you want to, I'll read the engine bit in a second. But if you want to,
I don't really think we need the engine bit reading.
Yeah,
it's Havok.
Trust me. The way they've written it is absolutely hilarious. But I mean, you know, for example, I pledged to a game called Star Command in late 2011, right?
Right.
And it came out in November last year. I forgot about that game until it came out. You know, my email had been hacked. You know, my first email was hacked, so I couldn't even download the in-game stuff. And that sort of, you know, the sort of thing is that these, you know, they have the demo out by next year. That's ridiculous. I mean, all right, we'll get to the sum-ups later. Engine. We are glad to announce we have finally decided on the best possible engine to bring this game to life. We will be making use of Havok Technologies' Project Anarchy. And as we believe this is the best choice for a small independent studio like Inner Sanctum Games, can I just point out Inner Sanctum Games sounds disgusting?
Why?
It is the most suggestive, like, say it 3 times in your mind. Inner Sanctum Games. You can think of it as you want. I think that's disgusting. Anyways, Games Limited. As the teams grow, we believe...
Inner Sanctum normally means, like, elite and privileged, though.
Yes, but inner and the word sanctum. Sanctum, what else ends in sank? You know, if you take san off a sanctum, that's something else. Yes, exactly.
My channel is meant to be PG. Okay.
Is it? Mine's like rated R.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
As a team grows, we believe licensing Havok Technologies is right for the investment of the future and will help bring the Resident Factor universe to life. Here's a picture of Havok. Here's a picture of Project Anarchy. That's a very nice...
You know, I'm really interested to know how Mr. Shaughnessybear...
Mr. O'Shaughnessybear.
O'Shaughnessybear. How much effort he's willing to put in for the game. But apparently he's going to be working on it on a full-time basis, as he's pledged his full dedication towards it. Not money, just full dedication.
Just dedication, you know.
So that will get him the £50,000 easily.
Yep. See, if this was such an incredible thing, it would already have people donating to it. That's what I don't understand.
The thing is, to have a successful Kickstarter, the video has got to show what the game is.
I mean, hell, Will,
for example, and there's got to be screenshots on the page as well. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere.
It's like, look, all of this technical bullshit, right, sounds a lot more advanced than what you're doing, Will, but you have £600 towards your game. You are funded. These people are not funded. You know, anyway, I want to continue reading this pledges thing. Licenses. This is a very important aspect of production, and not having sufficient license will restrict the progress of work and also cause legal problems. Right. They basically want you to pay for Havoc and to pay for Mudbox and all that sort of thing. Because Havoc is free to use, but you have to give them 20% of what the game makes in order to publish it using their engine. That's basically what they want you to do. Pay for them. They want you to...
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You're paying them after your game is already a success.
Yes, but it's not going to be made. I mean, hell...
So then it doesn't matter then, does it? But the thing is, licenses come into effect more than just an engine, for example. I mean, music licenses, graphic licenses, all that sort of stuff. So it is more than just the engine, but...
I mean, who knows? In a month's time, when our videos have gone up, and this has been funded a million times over, we'll be so wrong. Anyways, audio and music. To complete the Residuum Factor experience, it is imperative we have sound effects. Yes, a game does need sound effects, music and voiceover effect that match and enhance the gameplay experiences. Literally, just go on to audiomicro.com. It has everything you could need. This is why Streets of Rage 2 is a timeless game to many. No, Streets of Rage... No one goes on Streets of Rage 2 and goes, listen to these kick-ass tunes, man. They play as the mayor of the town and they beat people up with bins and crowbars. Dearie me.
The thing is, I think if they wanted to actually make this, you are going to need more than £50,000 anyway, because you're going to need a team of people to develop this how you'd want to do it.
I think they're either severely overshooting the amount of effort they're going to put in, or severely undermining the.
The thing is, they're right in the middle. They're sort of like, if it's just going to be one person doing it, then they're massively overshooting the amount that they need. And if they're going to actually do it as a proper, I won't say proper game, but a proper operation,
a real game,
a proper operation, then they're going to need a lot more money than £50,000.
Yep.
But the thing is, they've got nothing for anyone to go on, or anyone else on board. I mean, we don't even know if this guy can even use the Havoc engine other than what we saw in the very small amount of gameplay.
I mean, and let's be honest, I don't know about the Havoc engine. I haven't downloaded it. But many engines, such as Unity and CryEngine, will come with their own pre-built, little animations or demos you can download. I mean, who's to say that wasn't just one of those Havoc demos, and they just played it to demonstrate what the engine can do?
Possibly.
I mean, we don't know how. But here's the interesting thing: Mike Regan is the creative mind behind many popular game and movie scores, including the God of War series. Right. I know straight up that the God of War soundtrack costs over $120,000 to license. That's almost 3 times the price of the game. God of War has one of the greatest soundtracks in video game history for a reason. If they want to get Mike Regan involved, that $50,000 is going to go to begging him to take that amount of money to produce an original score. But, let's just, maybe he'll do it for free or something, because he's so overwhelmed by this brilliant idea. The demo. Our short-term goal is not to only post frequent developer updates via our YouTube channel. Oh, you've already read this.
I've already read this. Maybe it's time for the rewards now.
Alright, please visit our gallery. I'm going to go to the gallery.
I currently have the gallery up. My face is in the way of one of them, but yes, we will.
Okay, I will.
I'll put it. Yeah.
Alright, so let's both go over the perks together, shall we?
Well, you can read it out if you want. And
I'll read out. Pledge £25 or more. 0 backers. That's a very specific
I don't think you need
number.
to say how many backers because there's no backers on any of it. So.
That's a very specific number, isn't it? 366. And after 3, did they accurately price up how many they would need to make the game? Why not just make it unlimited?
Do you think they've already printed this many shirts, so they need to go?
I think they have.
Do you think that's the whole sort of undertone of the project?
Yeah.
We've made all these shirts. How do we get rid of them? Kickstarter campaign.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I think what they've done, they made the logo, they printed it onto 10,000 shirts, and then they made the cardboard cutout of the actors and the characters and all that, stored it in a warehouse, and thought, right, now we need to get money for the game itself. My God, this could be a book or something for all we know. Couldn't even be a game. Free Type 1 Resident Factor t-shirt and A2 full bleed Resident Factor poster. Right. So no game for £25. Pledge £50 or more. Free Resident Factor t-shirt. 1 free Type 3. What do these types mean? Type 2?
They're just basically different styles and different colours. There's not much
that makes sense.
between
Resident
them.
Factor
But you do get two t-shirts with this reward.
Yay, 2 t-shirts for a game that won't exist. A2 full bleed Resident Factor poser! Poser, it says poser!
Well, they are. Anyway.
It doesn't say full bleed Resident Factor poser. It doesn't say poster on any of these. So you get a poser, someone who pretends to like the game for £25 and £50.
On the gallery, it is a poster though. But yeah.
Oh, free posers. My favorite.
I hate the word free in this context because it's not free.
It's not
free.
You
have to put money towards it.
You're paying. Alright, so 50 quid, no game yet. Okay, that's fine. 100 quid. I mean, £100 to be specific. £100 sterling. 1 free type. It's not fucking free! Anyways, 1 Type 4 Resident Factor t-shirt. 1 Type 5 Resident Factor t-shirt times 3. A2. Right, so no game for £100. Alright, that's fine. £250. Okay, so free exclusive demo. Okay, here we get on. Pay 250 quid and get a demo. What?
Now, because I'm very observant as well, and the £250, the estimated delivery is in March. Yet their demo is not out until the start of next year.
So, have they already made the have they already made the demo or something?
I believe it means that all of the stuff from the previous pledge will be shipped out in March, but the demo won't be out until the next year. So they're really expecting people to wear their t-shirt for a whole year before there's any sort of demo on the game at all. And put the posters up before there's anything made for the game at all that they can see.
I'm not gonna make a bet on this one to see if they get any backers, because I think I'll doom myself like last time. But basically, yeah, they want you to basically become walking advertisements for them.
Also, it doesn't marry up between their gallery and their Kickstarter, unsurprisingly. And also, on their gallery it says that the level is £200 and on the Kickstarter it's £250. So.
Right. And also, I know for an absolute fact, because I print an A2 and A1 for my photography, and I know that for something as dense as 400 ppi, it literally costs like £12 to make. So offering like 1 per £100 is fucking ridiculous. And that's if you're got on like photographic paper, which will probably be on like some shit vinyl or something. Anyways, so you finally get the demo, but for £450, which I'm going to say you could buy a PS4 and loads of games for that, but all of level 4. So basically, toilet paper and t-shirts, exclusive making videos via our YouTube channel. Right, are they going to be unlisted or something? Because that does not make sense.
You have to pay to view our YouTube channel.
Yes, pay to view our YouTube videos. What a fucking great idea. Development updates. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but they're not.
So the rest of the people that pledge don't get any updates on the development of the game.
No.
They're expected to wear their t-shirt, sit in their room, and wait until, well, obviously wait until after the demo is released before they manage to see anything of the game.
Yeah, I believe someone from the okay, they said someone from they're a Liverpool development team, right? So I think they've wrote this as they would say it, because they've literally wrote this. Our YouTube channel and development updates till demo is released. Till, not until, till. Dearie me. These also include interviews with our stars, the people that don't even know you exist. Only for your eyes. Or, people who send the link around on Skype to take the piss. This includes shipping costs.
Or someone that's sitting next to you and laughing at you because you just spent £450 on a load of rubbish. Yeah.
Or someone who comes on your house and just beats you with an oven mitts for spending £450. But here's the one that I think is just taking the piss, alright? Pledge $650 or more. All of level 5, so basic. Wait. Okay, so these are type 6. Alright, so pledge it and you get t-shirts, and then more t-shirts, more posters. Oh, yeah. And a poster signed by Mora, who no one really knows or gives a flying fuck about. Exclusive Residuum Factor Genesis video exposure, looking at the story that led to the Neo Genesis saga. You know what, Will? I might have seeing problems, because for £650 I haven't seen a game option. I haven't seen an option to buy the game. Have you?
Do you think no.
No, that's really weird.
I think I might know why.
Because it's probably not going to
Because it's not going to come out.
It's just technical bullshit.
I'm sorry, but someone that's called Umafemi Shinabe, does that not sort of sound like one of those people that sort of rings up from Nigeria and says, "Can I please have your bank account?"
I was just about to say that. I was literally, Unanabe Shinabe. Sounds like one of those fucking Nigerian princes that email people. That's what this is. It's an email from some Nigerian prince that's gonna give you, 500 million Nigerian dollars if you give him a bank account details in game form. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh look, they've wrote a little open letter to us in their risk and challenges things. This is timeless. I have to read this. Mr. O'Shonabear will be working on Residuum Factor on a full-time basis and has pledged his full dedication towards it. So not his wallet. He hasn't put any money towards it. Now that's for you to do. This is a long-term dedication he believes probably will need full attention. And more Technicolor bullshit. Oh my.
It's basically just a load of... Yeah.
To quote Breaking Bad, to quote the fourth episode of the first series, because I'm going to get flagged for that, a crazy handful of nothing.
I've not seen that, so... But yes, that quote would make sense.
It's a crazy handful of nothing. It's 1,000 ideas with so much text that means literally nothing. There's nothing to support them in any way, any fracture. There is no concept art. There is no gameplay or proof of product. There is just... It's just like if I said to you, I am going to make the new phone. This phone will be able to run Xbox One and PC games. I am going to do this by putting an Intel i7 into this phone and a 680 into this phone. And I'm going to do this by talking with Nvidia. I, in fact, have Shigeru Iwata of Nintendo, who wants to put all of the Wii U assets into this phone.
It's not quite the same thing.
It is.
I mean...
It is.
Developing a game and then developing hardware, because this game could plausibly be made. You couldn't, if you're going to build a phone that's got a 680 graphics card in it.
All right. So let's skip over. All right, I'll think of another analogy.
We don't need an analogy. We get the point. It's crap. It's a dubious project. It needs to be off Kickstarter, and the people who work at Kickstarter need to look at these and say, if you're putting a video game up, there has to be some sort of concept art. There has to be some sort of perhaps gameplay video on there. I mean, why I had to dig around and search on this person's linked Facebook page to find this video, I have no idea. It needs to be more refined because it takes away from the reputation of Kickstarter, which is what our series are about, basically, and it means that proper projects aren't getting the limelight, or they're getting looked down upon because of the fact that these projects are out there, and quite frankly, they're a waste of space.
They're just, it's literally, it's much like all of the projects featured on both our series so far. It's just Technicolor bullshit.
You just took the one that I did and then put it up.
Okay,
let's not go into
that. Actually, interesting fact, loading up his website, it is loaded into sanctumgames.net. It's literally just whiteness, and it's fully loaded. You can see it on screen. It's just white.
Mine does actually load.
Oh, right. I was just going to make a joke there. Okay, so clearly they need to get better hosting, because my internet speed is ungodly fast.
Mine's ungodly slow. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We finally have some concept art. It's a white man with a weird ball in his chest.
Yeah, it's the same thing that was on the posters, I believe.
Yeah. Also, this website seems to be developed by a 5-year-old. Like, I could do better. But hey, way to get the popular, way to get down with the kids with 202.
Right. Well, Adam has decided to leave the building, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame because, now I've got to carry on the video by myself. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the project. If you do want to check it out, if you want to pledge, if you're really stupid, I mean, you could pledge really any amount you wanted to, because, well, not any amount, but it's not going to get funded anyway. So yeah, it's down there. If you want to go and have a look, feel free, and I guess we'll see you very soon. I think Adam might want to come back to say goodbye. You here to say goodbye, Adam?
No, it was so bad that it crashed my computer.
Well, on that note, I guess it's time to end the episode. I've kept you far longer than I would have done.
Tell them it crashed my computer.
It crashed Adam's computer, and you can probably hear me echoing now. So we'll end it very quickly, so I don't kill you with your own headphones. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye from me, and goodbye from Adam at Cold Steel Games. His channel will be in the description as well, so you can go and have a look at his videos if you like the sound of his voice. Goodbye, everybody.